The alien general tried to remove mask. She said if it came off, none would live. He stood in shock. The interrogation chamber pulsed with faint blue light, every surface sleek and metallic, humming with unseen energy. It was not built for comfort. It was built for control. And at the center of it sat her. The alien was humanoid in shape, tall and slender, with skin that shimmered faintly like liquid silver beneath the sterile light. But her face was hidden, sealed behind a mask of perfect symmetry, smooth as glass, gleaming with shifting colors that no human eye could pin down. The mask had no seams, no openings, no hint of what lay beneath. It clung to her face as if fused there. General Marcus Rourke, commander of Earth's orbital defense fleet, stood before her. His black uniform carried the weight of authority, his metals gleaming as if to remind everyone in the room that he was not a man to be defied. He had stared down fleets, commanded wars, and never faltered. But this alien unsettled him. "You will remove it," he said flatly. The alien tilted her head, ember-like eyes flickering faintly through the mask sheen. When she spoke, her voice was layered, as though multiple tones overlapped. "If this mask comes off," she said, her tone both gentle and firm, "none of you will live." The arrival, 3 weeks earlier, her ship had appeared at the edge of the solar system. It was unlike anything humanity had ever seen. Instead of tearing through space like a machine, it folded the void around it, warping light and gravity. Marcus ordered it tracked, then intercepted. The vessel resisted no scans, sent no signals. When Earth's fleet cornered it, a pulse of energy rippled out, disabling half their systems in seconds. But instead of attacking, the ship powered down and drifted. Inside, she was found, alone. She did not fight when they shackled her, did not resist when brought aboard their Europa outpost. She only said the same thing to every soldier who met her eyes. The mask must never be removed. The interrogation. In the chamber, Marcus paced, his boots echoing against the floor. Behind the reinforced glass, scientists and officers watched nervously. "You expect us to accept your word at face value?" he asked, voice sharp. "We don't even know what you are." The alien did not flinch. "The mask is not for me. It is for you." Marcus leaned closer, glaring. "That mask is a device. A weapon, isn't it? You hide behind riddles, but I see it plain. Whatever you are, you fear we will discover it." Her ember eyes dimmed, and her voice softened to something almost mournful. "You mistake restraint for deception." He slammed his hand on the table between them. "I will not be toyed with. Remove it, or I will have it removed." For the first time, she shifted uneasily. "If you do, your flesh will burn. Your bones will crack. Your stars will darken. Do not do this." Marcus turned sharply. "Bring in the cutting team." The first attempt. Engineers enter with precision equipment, machines designed to slice through alloys tougher than battleship hulls. The alien sat motionless, eyes fixed on Marcus. "Begin," he ordered. A laser beam sliced toward the edge of the mask, and the room shuddered. Lights flickered. Instruments shrieked as though struck by unseen waves. The beam warped midair, bending around the mask as if repelled. Then came the scream. One of the engineers staggered, clutching his head. Blood poured from his nose and ears as he collapsed to the floor, convulsing. The mask had not been touched, yet something lashed out all the same. "Abort!" Marcus roared, but it was too late. The engineer lay still, his skin blistered as though burned from within. Marcus's jaw clenched. He was a soldier, hardened by war, but even he felt a twinge of fear. The warning. Alone later, Marcus confronted her again. "You killed him." Her voice was steady. "I did nothing. The mask defends itself." It does not wish to be touched. What is beneath it? He demanded. Her eyes dimmed further. A prison. A wound in the fabric of existence. It was bound to me long ago, so it would not devour worlds. Marcus stared, his throat tightening. You're saying you're carrying a weapon? A plague? A hunger, she whispered. A light that consumes. With the mask, it sleeps. Without it, she trailed off. Marcus's chest tightened. Then why come here? Why bring this thing to us? Her gaze softened. Because I am dying. And when I die, the mask may fail. I came hoping your kind would understand containment. The second attempt. Despite her warnings, not all of Marcus's subordinates believed her. One scientist, driven by ambition, sneaked into her chamber during night cycle. Surveillance footage later showed him reaching toward the mask with mechanical arms. The result was catastrophic. The mask cracked, just slightly, a hairline fracture. The scientist's body dissolved instantly. Flesh unraveled into glowing strands of dust that floated before vanishing. The footage caught only a blur, but in that blur, something stared through the crack, a void filled with writhing starlight, endless and merciless. By the time Marcus arrived, alarms blaring, she was clutching the mask with both hands, pressing it back into place, sweat pouring down her shimmering skin. You see, she rasped, even a glimpse brings ruin. Marcus turned away, bile rising in his throat. The memory of that crack haunted him. Those alien stars that felt wrong, hungry, alive. The final hours. Her strength faded each day. She barely moved from the chair, her breath shallow. Marcus found himself drawn back to her chamber, watching silently from the shadows. You could end this, she whispered one evening, her voice trembling. He frowned. How? Destroy me, while the mask still holds. It will die with me, bound in my body. Otherwise, when I pass, it will break free, and it will never stop. Marcus stiffened. You want me to kill you? Her ember eyes flickered weakly. Not me, the prison. Strike true and all will be contained. The choice. He wrestled with it for hours, pacing his quarters. If she spoke truth, killing her might save humanity. If she lied, killing her might unleash it instantly. The weight of billions pressed on his shoulders. At last, he entered her chamber, weapon drawn. The guards looked uneasy but obeyed his silent signal to leave. He stood over her, weapon trembling in his hand. Do it, she whispered. Do it before it's too late. His finger hovered on the trigger. He thought of Earth, of his daughter waiting for him planetside. He thought of the void he had glimpsed in that fracture. And then he lowered the weapon. No, he said hoarsely. I can't. If you're lying, I doom us all. Her head tilted. Sorrow etched even through the mask. Then you already have. The breach. The next cycle. Alarms wailed across the outpost. Marcus sprinted to the chamber, dread pounding in his chest. The mask had split. Through the fractures, tendrils of starlight spilled, writhing like serpents of fire and void. The alien lay motionless, lifeless. Her body disintegrated even as he watched. From the cracks came a sound, not a voice, not a scream, but a chorus of 1,000 whispers. It spoke of hunger, of light, of the end. Marcus stood frozen, unable to breathe. His men opened fire, but bullets dissolved midair, swallowed by the radiance. One by one they fell, their bodies unraveled like threads pulled from cloth. The void spread, devouring steel, air, matter itself. Marcus knew then. She had spoken truth all along. The mask had been mercy, and now mercy was gone.